Hey guys, I'm Review It Dan.
And I'm Otaku Kent, and welcome to our podcast-like series, Random Talks. I don't know why I'm doing this out of order.
Tiring week?
No, I'm just kind of out of it at the moment. I
everybody's-
just met the voice actors of Goofy and Donald. Hence the fancy Disney shirt. Hula 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 hula, hula 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 hoo, coconutty coconutty, do the hula hula hoo.
Yeah, it's been a tiring week for me, honestly. I've been working.
Yeah, no, you were at your folks yesterday, weren't you?
Yeah, I was helping them out because they were going down to Florida to help out my uncle and brother, so I was there after work.
Probably see your brother.
Yeah. Helped my dad put some concrete siding on the trailer and all that, helped them all out there. I was there from 2:30 to 9.
Yeah, Jazz, when I talked to you on the phone, Jazz asked me, "Is Dan okay? He sounds wore the F out." I said, "Well, I mean, he was just helping his parents." And she goes, "How do you know that?" I said, "I saw his car in the driveway."
But, yeah, I actually my mom was actually planning on making dinner for us while I was there, but she got stuck at the doctor, so I got stuck making dinner. Which wasn't terrible, but I was still trying to help my dad out with some gardening and all that. I overboiled some tea, which I had to throw away.
How do you overboil tea?
Easy, you put it on high, then you get called away, forget about it, come back to where someone turned it off, and the tea bag basically burst open. So tea's on the side of the pan. Somebody got underneath the burner, it was burning, so it smells like burnt tea. He's like, well, not expecting that. But that's like, you forgot about the tea. I'm like, you called me away. Like, you should remember that. Like, don't bother me when I'm doing stuff. You know I get easily distracted. My ADD is that bad. like if I'm cooking, like, I'm staying in the kitchen just to keep on it. I'll be on my phone and all that, but what I'm doing, like...
We really need to get you a tea maker. You know what I'm talking about, right?
Yeah, I know you
It has the big pots. You just put the bag in there, fill it up with water, and let it do it itself.
Yeah.
We really need to get you one of those.
Yeah, well, I make tea upstairs, and I can do it easily up there, even with the kids running around. But every time my parents, it's, you know...
Well, you're not being
Can't help us.
up here. You're not being called away 15 different directions.
That is true. That is very true. But I did make a nice pot pie. Not like official pot pie, but pot pie soup.
Yeah.
It was good. Liked it.
You use, like, dumplings or something?
We just use biscuits.
Okay.
It's just bake some biscuits. I don't know what I like the flaky biscuit. You just tear up a nice little layer and all
The
that.
Pillsbury?
Mm-hmm. But they didn't have that. They had the little stone ones. Like, if you cooked it for too long, they become hard. You could chuck it out the wall and pull a hole through a brick wall. Like, hey!
Oh, man.
But I guess we should get on with the news. What's the news?
That's a good question.
Well, the Mario movie's almost out.
So is the D&D movie.
I'm going to say this, the D&D movie. I saw a few clips of that. I'm just like, okay, I like it. The like, I love.
Okay.
I love the like.
The like.
The treasure chest, that's a monster. Wait, that's a mimic. Sorry, I'm so tired. like is from Zelda.
Yes, it is.
Jesus, I'm cross-platforming.
And not only that,
D&D.
a like is closer to a gelatinous cube than it would be a freaking
Well, I just
mimic.
want like a weird worm, isn't it?
I don't know.
I don't know. See, I'm cross-referencing two separate fantasy worlds. Ugh. I don't know why I said like when I'm trying to say mimic.
That's why I was very confused. I was like, what's a like? I played D&D for 4 years. What's a like?
Well, now they're going to have to add Zelda to the D&D references.
The mimic, yes, D&D. There's a gelatinous cube. We get owlbears.
Vacuum.
I was about to say, I hear a vacuum.
Yeah, the dog hates it too. But yeah, I saw the owlbear too. I'm like, oh, so that's an owlbear. Okay, that makes a lot of sense right there. Bear with owl head.
A friend of mine loves displacer beasts so much he calls them what does he call them? Kitten something. Dang it, I can't remember what he calls them. My brain's not here.
What's it a mix of?
It sounds like a really cute kitten name.
Mm.
I'll text you when I remember.
Yeah, the only ones I really know of is like actually, weirdly enough, My Little Pony had a few of those kinds of creatures. Manticore, Chimera, Bugbear.
Well, I mean, to be fair, those are mythological terms in general. I don't know about Bugbear, but the rest of them are.
For Bugbear, well, at least in the My Little Pony universe, it's literally a gigantic panda bear, polar bear, I believe, maybe, and a bee.
Yeah, that's not even close to what it is in D&D.
Well, everywhere has a different term for it as well.
This is a bugbear in D&D.
I mean, it looks dangerous, but
Oh, I'm well versed in the bugbears of the My Little Pony universe because you've shown me that before.
yeah. Honestly, both these things coming at you is going to be dangerous no matter what. One just has a mace, one of the one has claws and a stinger. No matter what, you're going to
I
die.
think I'd be more afraid of that one. The only problem with this one, they have a 10-foot reach.
Jeez.
Yeah.
How do you stop them? Grenade? Bazooka?
Hairy goblinoids born of battle and mayhem. But yeah, that aside, I am excited for both of them. Jazz and I are going to go see them for my birthday, both of them, Mario and D&D.
Nice.
On the 8th.
Oh, nice. I want to go see it. We're going to do a weekend trip. And I want to go to like either the movie tab or something like that.
I would recommend the AMC over on Barrett Parkway. For two reasons. One, it's a lot nicer than the one that we usually go to.
Well, that's because they bought it. Because before it
Needs a refurb.
Well, before it was AMC, it was just a generic movie place, which
Yeah.
was not bad. I miss the candy stuff they have there.
Yeah. Like the big powder sticks and everything.
The big powder sticks, the thing you can turn for the candy and all that. I miss that because it's like, oh, generic. It's like, it's cute, it's nice. It kind of makes up for the terrible seats.
Yeah. The one over there, orientation.
It's here, it's there, everywhere. No good seating for the AMCs.
Anyways, they have recliner seats.
Mm-hmm.
They're heated.
Oh.
And when the refurb is completely done at that place, they'll have IMAX and everything back up and running too.
Sweet.
I mean, granted, they're not serving you alcohol or anything, but I mean, still, it's a good step up from the one we usually go to.
True. I mean, I don't really need alcoholic drink, but you know what? Still, if I'm getting some food and all that to me, hell yeah.
But yeah, I think that one would be a good one to go to if you just want to go see the movies and don't want to go all nuts. Because 40 minutes for the movie tavern versus 20 to 30 for the other one.
I mean, it's like a 10-minute difference.
Yeah, but it's more of a direct route.
True. Very true. Other news. Power Rangers. Once a Ranger?
Don't break my heart again.
Hey, I'm just gonna say that I showed it to my brother. I showed him the trailer, and his eyes went wide. He's a Mighty Morphin fan, like through and through. He was a kid when it came out, and
So were we.
And after in space, he just kind of lost touch with it because Zordon's now gone. All the villains from the past are basically kaput and all that. I'm just like, oh man, Rita Repulsa back, and it's like
As a robot.
Yeah, and my bro said, man, it actually sounds like her. I'm like, yeah, but it's not her. What do you mean? Well, the actress for that passed away a long time ago.
Physical actress.
Physical actress?
The one that we saw as the face of Rita has passed.
Oh.
The voice of Rita is still around, which is why they're doing the robot thing.
Oh. Okay, that makes a little more sense.
Yeah. Yeah,
So that's why she sounds the same. Okay. I have to tell him that when I see him upstairs. But, hilarious enough, it's actually the first time in Ranger history, Power Ranger history, besides the comic books, we hear about a Ranger dying.
No, that's not true. I think it was Ninja. No, the Ninja Storm had death.
No. I don't mean like the actors passing. I meant in.
I know. The first episode had a freaking genocide of the ninja school, remember?
No, I think they just got displaced and all that. Because the bomb was trying not to have any kind of death on there.
No, the villain literally killed off all the students except for the 3 or 4, was it 3 or 4?
The three main students of Earth, Water, and Air.
Yeah, them and then the teacher were the only survivors.
I'm pretty sure by the last episode the students came back, though.
Don't think so, huh?
Ninja Storm history real quick.
Let's see.
Quick distraction.
No, it's just showing me. Yeah, let's see. Comic book. Robo Knight died from Megaforce.
He died?
He died.
When? In Super Mega Force?
At the final battle of Megaforce, he gives up his life to power up the Rangers one last time.
I'm pretty sure I saw him in Super Mega Force.
That was the end of Super Megaforce. The end of Megaforce.
Okay.
These two in Lost Galaxy.
Oh, yeah. Forgot about that.
Billy Cranston in the 2017 Power Rangers movie.
Okay, don't really count as an important. I feel like he came back.
Zordon did die.
Okay, Zordon sacrificed himself.
This one in Lost Galaxy.
She came back.
Oh, yep, you're right. So we've lost two. Oh no, three. Three people have died.
Okay, yes. For the most part, I think the Night guy, I think his life was already ending, and that was just like his last stand to help the Rangers. The Pink Ranger came back, though, in Lost Galaxy. By the end of it, she did come back. And for Zordon, well, his spirit lives on through all of us. I was like, we gotta read the comic books. Like, we gotta get the comic books and talk about those when we...
That's a commitment that neither you nor I can commit to right now.
Well, I could commit. I could get it. It's just like a little longer commitment than just buying all the comic books.
True.
Because I know that the comic books of Power Rangers are a lot darker. And I mean darker. Considering that, they're... Well, I know the monsters die and all that. But I don't really care about the monsters all that much. What you sad to say, by the way? It's like... No, these things are feeling, but they are evil.
So me and Jasmine were in line to meet the voice actors today, and this guy was talking about Power Ranger collectibles. He was like, "Oh yeah, we got this one." He pulls up an old Goldar action figure, and I was like, "Oh look, it's Goldar!"
Yeah, it's Goldar.
My voice is tickling me right now, but I did it better earlier. Anyways, he goes, "Who's that?" And then the guy behind the counter goes, "See, that's how I know you're young. You don't know who this guy is."
The guy who actually had the figure didn't know who it is?
The customer didn't know who it was. The guy behind the counter was the one holding it.
Oh.
Yeah.
Who's that? No one knows who Goldar is. I'll slice them to pieces.
I'll get you, Rangers. I swear.
Speaking of Power Rangers, were you surprised that Lord Zed came back in the newer series?
Yes. It was very bizarre.
I know, right? They even talked about it during Beast Morphers. It's like when they were bringing back the old enemies, they brought back Goldar, but they changed him for an upgrade. Like, Goldar looks different. They brought back Zed, controlled. Like, if they get that controller off him, he's not going to be happy. And Crow gets off him. You gotta be chained up like a bat! He's pissed! He would be me. Be like, ah! Oh, he man.
Woo!
Just step through the screen.
Nope. Close the door behind you.
Just break the fourth wall. Just walk through the screen. No, not dealing with this guy. He man.
I just once, even if it's in comic book form, I want a Deadpool style Ranger. Like one that becomes aware of the fourth wall.
Oh, Lord. Oh, Lord. Now I just need a crossover of Marvel and Power Rangers.
I mean,
And then have Deadpool.
we've already got enough DC with it. Give it time.
And yet we're also given hints of a sequel for Power Rangers and Justice League. With Alpha having Brainiac in his system, like,
I mean,
are we going anywhere, or
that was a cliffhanger left in the original comics, though.
True. Was that before the Shattered Grid?
I believe so. I think that was it was in the reboot comic. So when they originally had the comic, it branched off into like 3 different comics. So I think Shattered Grid and this one were 2 separate. Because they had the Power Rangers comic, they had the Shattered Grid variant, and then they had the Go-Go Rangers. Which started a little later.
Well,
which I wouldn't mind kept on reading it, but getting to Dr. No's comic shop was really far.
Yeah, there's another comic shop around here.
Yeah, they get new ones that don't get screwed over by Diamond.
Yeah. But of course, you stopped going to Dr. No's, didn't you?
It was too much for the gas.
And I thought it was a owner that said something to you.
No, I just couldn't take the gas hit no more.
Oh, yeah. Well, maybe once I get a new car that actually saves money on a little bit of gas, we make a weekend trip up there and see how it all goes.
I mean, heck, might as well go see our buddy Nero. He's right around the corner.
That is true. Very true.
But let's see. What else we got? What's it called? Brain, come on. Clear. Yes, seriously. That Harry Potter game.
Oh, yeah. Hogwarts Legacy.
Thank you. Apparently got delayed again on not the current gen console. PlayStation 4 and whatever Xbox is with it. By a month. So it's not releasing till May. The Switch one still hasn't been pushed back any, but that one's not releasing till July.
Oh, speaking of Switch, Security Breach coming out for the Switch. And I'm like, okay, cool. I hate the comments. They're like, oh, watch you, it's going to glitch so badly with the Switch. Like, isn't that why they always go for the whole testing phase before they release it nowadays?
Supposedly.
Like, I understand people
have a
problem with Nintendo and all that, and I understand completely.
I have a problem with the game industry as a whole where they're trying to hit deadlines that are more hectic than need to be. I personally think what they need to do, here's the game's announcement. This is the game that you are expecting. You will get a release date soon. Soon comes. The game has been in development for quite a bit of time. I think, honestly, unless something major game-breaking happens, it should be announced for a date during the game, when the game is being debugged and testing.
Yeah, set a target date at least when it comes out. Like, this is our target date. We're not sure if it's going to be out this time because we're still working on a few things.
Well, I think development needs to be done, and it needs to be in the testing phase before even the release date happens. Only because that way it can be thoroughly tested without rushing.
Like how Kingdom Hearts 3 was.
Yes.
Because when it was first announced, we saw the trailer for it. We were in high school.
Yeah.
What were we in, like 11th, 12th grade?
In that ballpark, yeah.
Yeah, and it didn't come out until a few years back.
Yeah, that thing. Oof.
Like, it was 2012. It was like 2018. No.
2018, 2019. It was before the pandemic.
Yeah, right before the pandemic. And it came out perfectly. Like, they had...
I just really think they need to hold off on giving release dates until they are done with the development phase.
Yeah.
And that way you can't get anyone's hopes up saying, oh, it's coming out this day, it's coming out this day. You need to do it like that so that way you can get the hype for it. But you know for a fact that it will be ready and good to go. I can guarantee you we will be cutting back so many major updates with that.
Yep. We don't want to pull another Sonic 06.
Exactly.
That game was announced, it was released, and it was buggy as all hell.
Just like Cyberpunk.
Mm-hmm. But where Sonic 06 didn't get any love, Cyberpunk got a lot of love with the bugs.
Oh, don't even get me started on modifications. Have you seen the mods for that Hogwarts Legacy game?
No. What were the mods like?
So there's a couple things. One, turning all dragons into toothless. The characters are now Mario characters. And instead of flying a broom, you transform into Thomas the Tank Engine flying through the air. Exactly. Exactly.
I've heard of flying cars before, but flying train, that's just silly.
And the part that kills me is you still see the tail end of the broom going out the back of the rest of its train.
I got the Nimbus 2000. I got the Nimbus 3000. I got a train.
Like just when you have time later today, just go to YouTube and look up all the ridiculous mods people are making for these. I wouldn't be surprised if we get a SpongeBob one pretty soon.
Oh Lord! Did you hear about the live action How to Train Your Dragon movie?
No.
Yep. Apparently, there is the work of a live action How to Train Your Dragon movie, which I have not concerns, not praise, but a few questions. One, the dragons. Are they going to have practical effects instead of just CGI? Like, I know for like a few fast movements, it has to be CGI.
And the flying scenes.
Yeah, and at least the flying scenes.
Some of the flying scenes for the dynamic shots.
Yeah, for anything else, like, I know they had a live action play of How to Train Your Dragon. And the dragons on there looked relatively well.
They looked like puppets.
Well, yeah, they look like puppets, but again, you know, you can use technology.
You okay?
It's just a little itchy beard, is all. But,
come on, someone with beard oil sponsor us.
Sponsor us!
Fist this man's beard!
But,
you too can fix this man's beard today with a donation of $1.
With just $1 a month, you can get him a month worth of beard oil.
Oh, man.
But, anyways, even though live action one of those, well, they had limitations as well.
Mm-hmm.
That was like, what, years ago we were in middle school and all that?
Yeah.
Now they have better technology. The animatronics can look a lot better.
Well,
I mean, heck, you look at Five Nights at Freddy's, everybody was like, oh, how's that going to look out? Because they're going to try to use all CGI on that one. And we actually see clips of the actual costumes for those things. They look amazing.
Well, my only concern is the time frame. Because if you rush something like this, we can end up with something really bad.
True.
So I say,
and length of the movie as well.
Yeah, let them take their time. I love How to Train Your Dragon. I loved it since it first came out. It's definitely one of my favorite DreamWorks films outside of Kung Fu Panda, which is getting 3 more movies.
3 more movies?
3 more movies.
I heard of one.
They're making it a double trilogy.
Oh my god. I hope they do well with it. Because I also hear people saying, like, oh, Earth Poe and Tigers can get together. I'm like, while that would be interesting, I don't think it would work out in the long run in that one right there. Because Tigers is far more hardcore. Poe is, well,
he's Poe.
He's Poe, yeah. I mean, honestly, they would make a cute couple. But at the same time, it's like, well, they're going to have some weird children, that's for sure. A pudgy tiger or a hardcore panda.
Your furry is showing.
That's not really fur. That's more like
joking.
It's more like, eh. But
I think that's it. Unless you got something else. Oh, they announced that Splash Mountain in Disneyland will be closing in May. So, get your rides in while you can.
And then take your hats off for Splash Mountain
in the U.S. We still will have Splash Mountain in Tokyo. Because Tokyo refuses to get rid of it.
Yeah, most likely just build like a secondary water ride for Princess and the Frog. Yeah. I mean, understandable why they had to redo it and all that. It's been around since the beginning, right?
No. In fact, we are older than Splash Mountain, I believe.
Really?
Yes. I believe so. I mean... Oh no! It is old. It is still older than us. It was the first one was built in 1989.
Oh,
so yeah.
So Splash Mountain, so older than us.
Not by much.
Not by much. 20 years old and all that. You know, animatronics were still relatively well, and I hope the animatronics for the Prince and the Frog.
My only gripe is they're getting rid of the weenie.
The what?
So, in theme park terms, the thing that draws your eye to it, the castle, the Tree of Life, Epcot Spaceship Earth, it's called the weenie. You always point at it and say, we're going over there. You know, that's the way we need to go. That's the meeting spot.
Mm-hmm.
Whereas for Splash Mountain, the weenie's the stump on top of the hill. They're getting rid of that, and I feel like they could have done something better. They could have done the tree with the boat in it for Mama Odie's
house.
Yes, I feel like that would have been a much better thing. They could have built up from the stump, you know, maybe built more on it and made it go out. I feel like that would have worked a lot better.
Yeah, I mean, they don't need to put like an actual boat on top of it.
Yeah.
Just put like a casting of a boat on top of it.
Exactly.
Yeah, well, you know what they say. That'd be smart.
Yeah. Well, they're being cheap right now. I can guarantee that's running it.
That is true. Ever since the pandemic hit, they lost a lot of money.
And they're about to lose about 7,000 cast members.
Really?
Yeah, they're doing layoffs.
Ooh.
Yeah. But this will be working in the long run, and it's not all theme parks, company-wide, so you have some studio level and everything else happening, too.
Mm.
But yeah, I think that's it for today.
All right, guys. Well, we hope you enjoyed our little random talks.
Yeah.
That were far more random than we anticipated.
I mean, that's why we name them Random Talks.
That is true. That is true.
All right, guys. I'm Dr. Kent.
I'm Review It Dan. Hope you had a blast.
We love you guys. Don't forget to love each other. And don't forget to stay random. Peace out.